Hey, hi, good evening. I hope each and everyone are able to hear my voice. Okay, please share this sheet after the class. Okay, understood. So you're asking about the notes, right? Okay, today I'll share in the Telegram channel. Okay, we'll wait for 3 more minutes to join the remaining people. Okay. What kind of stopwatch it is? Oh, Yogesh, just it's a simple thing. Uh, it's an online stopwatch, that's it, to start the class, right? Because people may take time to join, right? So that's the reason, first 10 minutes, I'm waiting for that to see how many people are joining the session. And then after that, we'll start. Okay, I'm able to see 5 people. Chandran, Yogesh, Moin. If you are not able to see your screen as a clarity, you can just change the quality from the settings. You can maximize your screen, and from there, you can do the things. Okay, today what we're going to discuss is it's related to indexing. This is a very important one. Please concentrate it, and if anyone are having any doubts related to it, you can post it in the chat. And please try to follow. I'll take a very simple examples and I'll go very detailedly. Okay, we're going to start. Okay, what is use of index, guys? What is use of index? Can someone tell me the examples of index? Examples for index, which you're able to observe regularly in your books. And in your presentations or any documentation, what is the purpose of the index? If you don't have index, what will happen? Just imagine a book without index. To identify number of any letter. To identify number of any letter, that's clear. Yes, that's 100% true. But here what I'm asking, mm, in a book, you have approximately, you can consider it's a 500 pages book. In this, 10 chapters are there. In index, what they'll mention, what is the chapter name, what is the starting page, and what is the ending page. Based on that, directly, if we want to navigate to any chapter, you can directly go to that. Okay. Now, for example, if you're feeling like that, someone asks you to go to fifth chapter. Then how you will do? Directly, you will see the index and you will check where is this particular fifth chapter. And you will directly move to that particular page number and you can able to identify easily. If you don't have an index, then what is the difficulty you will face? You need to check very clearly page by page, page by page, page by page. It is time taking, and along with that, that is an inefficient process. Not only in Python programming, in programming language, index concept will be there that will be useful to access and locate elements very easily, either to store or either to retrieve or either to update. We can able to utilize this particular indexing concept for multi-purpose. Okay. Now in index, we have two categories. One is a positive index. Another one is negative index. Why I'm calling this particular thing as a positive index and negative index, you're able to understand. Yesterday we discussed about the string, right? Now I'm writing one string that is Python. This is my string. Same string which I am mentioning it here also. In positive index, index will start from left to right. In negative index, index will start from right to left. Here, index will start from 0. Here, index will start from -1. Okay, now I'll represent the index for this particular Python. Then you can able to easily understand what I'm discussing. So, okay, index is starting from 0, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From left to right, index starting is 0. Here, index starting is right to left and starting is -1. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. What is the length of this particular string? Length of the string. Length of the string. Nothing but how many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Length of the string is 6 characters. Okay. Now, if you want to access here, I'll tell you step by step we'll go. First thing, if you want to access a single element, if you want to access single element, you need to give its index. We need to give its index in square brackets. This particular Python string, I am assigned a variable a. Now, if you observe, I want to access t. Now you can see what is the index of t? 2. A of 2. If you execute this particular thing after assigning this particular string to a, then you are able to print this particular element t. How you are able to access the same t with help of negative index a square brackets? What is the index of this particular t in negative index? -1, -2, -3, -4. If you execute this one, you will get this particular same result. To access the same element, we have a two categories. Yes, right. Yogesh, you're right. Now, now, second one. If you want to access an element, you can directly to access group of elements. To access group of elements, it means, for example, what is our string? Our string is P, Y, T, H, O, N. Our string is this. For example, if I want to access THON, this particular part I want to access in positive index and along with that in negative index also. Remember, I'll tell you the format. You need to mention that particular string and square brackets. If you are accessing from and up to, starting from 2 index to T index to up to O, then you will have two parts. This is a prefix and this is the suffix. Prefix and suffix. Here you need to remember one rule. Always suffix is greater than P, greater than prefix. Suffix always greater than prefix. Otherwise, if you used in any reverse manner, you don't get result. If you didn't follow this, if you didn't follow we didn't get result. Okay. लड्डू साउंड से खिंचवा लड्डू लड्डू साउंड से खिंचवे okay, you're not able to see the results. Okay, and the first one is prefix and the second one is a suffix. Now our target is to access THO. With help of positive index, I'll show you how we are going to do that thing. A, it is a string, and what is the index of this particular T? Index is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Index of T is 2 and colon symbol. And index of O is 4. But remember, prefix is included. Prefix included, suffix excluded. Prefix included means if you want to, you can directly mention to. You want from HO only, you can directly mention starting index. From where you want to start, that thing you can directly mention it here. And suffix is excluded, right? So that is the reason if you are taking only 4, it is not take until 4. It will take only 3. If you want to get the element up to 4, you need to give one more than you are required. I want up to 4, so that is the reason I am giving 1 plus of 4. Nothing but 2 colon 5. Prefix is included, suffix is excluded. This one is included and this one is excluded. Now the same thing, how you are able to access with help of the negative index. The negative index is starting from -1 and it is from right to left. Now, can you please observe minus? I'm writing on top of it -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. From where to where you want T to this particular thing? -4 to up to where? -2. This one is excluded. 1 greater than -2 is nothing but -2 plus 1. How much? A of -4 colon -1. Then this particular thing will extract THO. This one is included and this one is excluded. Here also suffix greater than prefix. This rule also satisfied. If you didn't follow that rule, you didn't get any error message, and along with that, you don't get any result also. Remember that particular thing. Okay, this is to access a group of elements. Now we'll go and so each and everyone are clear with this. Yogesh, why you said like that -2 to -5? That is wrong. Why? Because you need to access that particular thing, right? Which one you need to mention first? Prefix is always low. Prefix is always less than suffix. Okay, that is minus 4 is to minus 1. Prefix is included, suffix is excluded. Okay, now this is a second scenario. And third scenario. A, and in square brackets, you are mentioning prefix and you are not mentioning anything, suffix. And another scenario, your string, you are not mentioning anything and you are giving suffix. And in another scenario, you are not mentioning prefix and as well as a suffix. In these three scenarios, how this particular data extraction will be happen, I'll tell you. Observe. It will start from prefix until end of sequence. Here it will start from zero index. Okay, okay. 1 second, 1 minute, Yogesh. Once this particular things will discussed, I'll go back and discuss. It will start from zero index and up to suffix minus 1. It will extract entire sequence. These are the three scenarios which I want to explain to you. If you didn't mention prefix, it will automatically start from zero. If you didn't mention suffix, it will automatically take the end. If you didn't mention both prefix and suffix, then you know what will happen? If you didn't mention prefix and suffix, then it will extract the entire sequence what we are using. Now, I'll take an example, and in this particular example, I'll try to explain you about all the concepts once again. Okay, right. I'm explaining this particular indexing concept with example. Each and everyone, can you please try to observe and try to follow very clearly. Okay, defining string. How we can able to define a string? A is I'm considering name to my string. Yes, Shruti, I'll tell you that clearly. Defining string. I'm assigning one string that is a Python. Okay, how can I be able to check its data type? with help of type function, you checked it and you're able to see it is a string category. Yes, right. To know the length of this sequence, length function will be helpful for you. You can able to check its length is 6. Now, with a positive index, first I'll try to explain you examples related to positive index. Then after that, I'll go to the negative index. Okay. My string is Python, right? Okay, M P Y T H. Okay. Now index is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Which one is belongs to which one? You are able to clearly see. Index of P 0, index of Y 1, index of T 2, index of H 3, index of O 4, index of N 5. Okay. If you want to access a specific element, if you want to access single element, you can directly give that index. Simply, for example, if I want to access H, then what you will do? A in square brackets, what is the index of H? 3. If you want to access N, how you will do? A of 5. Okay, like that. If you want to access a single element directly, you can give its element. No confusion in it. Now, if you want to access a group of elements, for example, to access HO, then how you going to decode it? How you're going to decode it? What is the index of H? Index of H is on our rule. Okay, yes, I'll tell you, Yogesh. I'm first explaining with the positive index. Then after that, I'll go to the negative index. What is the index of, in case of reverse scenario, if string is having more than 1,000 characters, I'll tell you. First, try to understand the indexing concept, and after that, I'll tell you how you can able to access and how can you able to identify the index. All those things I'll tell you. This one should be the first one. First is nothing but prefix. This one is included. The second one is suffix until where we want to access. This one is excluded. Excluded means that one you need to give one more than the actual. Actual is 4. If it is excluding means you need to give more than 4. Now A, H index is 3 colon. Actually, you need to access until index 4, nothing but O. But you need to give one more than that particular thing, nothing but 5. Okay, I'm commenting this particular 2 lines also. Why? Because this is not a Python programming for our reference written notes. Now you can able to see. Can you please tell me each and everyone understand this particular thing? How to access a group of elements? A group of continuous elements. Can you please reply? Okay. Now, can you please tell me now how you are going to access each and everyone? I am expecting answer from you. Access this particular one. How you going to access? How you going to access? You need to type in the chat, and I'll see who understood, who didn't understood. Yogesh, your answer is okay. Now I got a clarity. Okay, you understood this particular thing. Now I'll tell you. You only need to tell me what is happening now. What is the result I'll get now? What is the result you will get for this particular index? Guys, observe clearly. Yogesh, what is the rule? Anand, sorry. Yogesh, the rule is first one included, nothing but prefix is included, suffix is excluded. Yes. Answer for this thing is P, Y, T. Okay. Now, how you are able to access this one? How you're going to access this particular one? Guys, how you are able to access this one? Okay. Shruti, yours also right. Okay, you corrected it. Nothing but this is also one specific format, right? If you want to access until end of the string, you no need to mention the end of this index of the end of the string. You can just mention the start point. Okay. Now I want you to access. How we will access this particular thing? how you will access this particular thing. Yogesh, okay, that's what you are saying is right, but I told you another concept, right? If you didn't mention, if you need to access from the very start of the sequence, then you no need to mention the starting index. Directly, you can leave the starting index and you can mention the end index. Okay? Now, each and everyone are clear. Now, observe and tell me the functionality. What happened and why you got that result? I need an explanation from you. You know the string, you know how the index is going to work, but based on the thing which I added, what is happening? What is happening, guys? You have given slicing of 2. Mhm. So it is neglecting an after value. Okay. Nothing but you are giving a step function that is called as a step function. Every second element, we are able to access it. P, after that, Y, T. It excludes Y and it will extract T. After T, H, it will remove, it doesn't consider O. N, and after that N, there is no any letter. Okay. Now, can you please try to tell me what will happen? What will happen for now? A. What is the result you will get now? Yogesh, I'll tell you. I didn't discuss the negative one. I'll tell you. Wait. So once we completed the positive index, all the different categories, then we'll go to there. Now, what is happening in this particular one? What is happening? Okay, yes, result is pH, but what is happening? What is happening? Yes, every third element it will access from the starting. Okay, now, right. Guys, each and everyone are clear, right, with the positive index. Axing single element, axing group of elements, axing elements without prefix, axing elements without suffix, axing elements without prefix and suffix, and along with that, axing elements on step basis, a frequency basis. Each and everyone are clear with this? Okay. Now we're going to discuss about negative indexing. The same thing we're considering. Same string we're considering. Now with a negative index. How you're going to write the negative index? Okay. Okay, see now. This is a negative form of indexing. This is a negative form of indexing. In this negative form of indexing, if you want to access a single element, what you need to do, you'll directly give, we will give its negative index directly. For example, you can answer. Now each and everyone try to answer these particular things in the chart. Okay, I'll ask questions and you need to give me the answers. Access P. How we will access this particular thing? With a negative index. I'm waiting for your answers. If at least one person will tell, then I'll go forward. Each and everyone, can you please try to practice it? Pankaj, I am asking how you're going to access only P with a negative indexing. Why you are mentioning colon if you want to access a single element, why you are using colon? You no need to use colon to access a single element. So that is what I mentioned, right? If you want to access a single element, in positive index, you can directly mention its name. In negative index also, you can directly mention its index. To access P, what do you need to give? -6. To access N, what do you need to give? What is the index of N? -1. Okay. Now, right. If you want to access, a group of elements from past, you're asking THON. Okay. Now can you please see what is the starting index? What is the starting index, guys? THON. What is the index of T? Index of T is -4. From index of T2 until N. What is the index of N? minus 1 actually. But what you need to mention? But what you need to mention? You didn't get any result. But here, now can you see? In this case, what you will do, guys, to access this particular THON, if you didn't mention the suffix, yes, nothing. If you didn't mention the suffix, then it will defaultly take until end. If you mention 0, you don't get any result. Anyone will tell the reason? For 0, we are not getting actually minus 1. To add minus 1, we'll get to add 1 to minus 1, we'll get a result as 1. But we don't use 0, and for 0, we are not getting result. Why? 0. 0 means nothing but 0 is nothing but 0 index. That particular position is always prefix and suffix. Prefix will be left hand, suffix is right side. Then only we are able to access. Always prefix is prefix and suffix. If you consider prefix is left position, suffix is right position. Okay. But in suffix 0, works why? Where it's not giving the result. Can you please see? This is also another rule. Always prefix, and if you consider the prefix and suffix positions, prefix always will be left side. Suffix will be prefix always left side to the suffix position. So, but in suffix 0 works. Why? Where 0 works? Where, guys? In negative indexing means its index is starting from minus 1. How you are able to use 0? Yes, in prefix you can use 0, and definitely the suffix will be right side to the prefix only, right? For example, I'll tell you here one example. Now can you please someone tell me what is the result you will get? What is the result you will get it? Why? Because prefix is prefix located right side of it. But actually how where it is located? Left side. So it's not going to work. Always prefix at starting point. Starting point means you don't consider like a P. Prefix should be first, suffix should be last. It need to be start from low to high. In negative index also, it will come from low to high only. Why? Because minus 1 is bigger than minus 5. Not minus 5 is bigger than minus 1. Okay, Anand, is it clear now? Okay, now result. Uh, okay. Yes. Each and every situation you need to consider from left to right only, either in positive indexing or negative indexing. Now, can you please tell me the result for this particular expression? What is the result for this expression? You will get any result or not? If you will get the result, what is the result? Right. Starting from 0 until where? Minus 4. Where minus 4 is located? Here. This one is excluded. Excluded means this particular position. You're mentioning until here, right? So that is the reason you will get up to here. You need to subtract one value from minus 4. Minus 4, minus 1, minus 5. Okay. Now, mm, can you please tell me last value will not consider? Yes, right, Yogesh. Um, okay. Now, now what is the result for this? What is the result for this particular sequence? Right. Okay, good. Okay, right. I hope each and everyone understood clearly about indexing, positive index, negative index, axing single elements, axing group of elements without prefixes, without suffixes, and a step function. Now I'll tell you one interesting thing. It will be little bit fun. Now, if you observe, what happened? Now, reversing string. Okay, reversing a string. You can able to perform with this. Okay. Here where we are there in strings. Okay. Indexing concept also we discussed. And tomorrow I'm going to share you the direct Zoom link uh, to attend. And that particular session also will be available in YouTube for your reference. And I'm going to share these particular notes in the Telegram group. If anyone didn't join in the Telegram group, you can please join it, and I'll share the link tomorrow evening for the tomorrow class. Okay, thank you guys. Please practice indexing concept. This is a heart for the entire Python language, especially to deal with the data. Okay, thank you guys. See you tomorrow in the doubts clarification session. Bye bye. Good night. What, Pankaj? Yes, yes, sure. I'll definitely share.